Hello everybody, this is Freddy with FreddyCanFly, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at one of my favorite new items out there. It's called the Speck-B. It's made by HobbyPlus. This is a car. It's a 1/24th scale buggy. This bad boy is going to come ready to run. It's going to come with your 350 milliamp battery pack in there. And then it also comes with your controller, so it's plug. You charge it, plug it in, and you can drive it. With that being said, guys, the reason for this is I had gotten one of these mainly for my kids, my younger son. He's 9 years old, and his name's Wade. In case anyone's wondering why the Deadpool all the time. And for a 9-year-old, he beats the heck out of his. I mean, he doesn't understand the concepts of braking yet, so he thinks to get out of a scenario, it's just always full gas. And his has taken quite a beating, and it hasn't gotten any damage yet. It hasn't broken any parts. I mean, it's got a lot of scuffs on it. The one we're looking at today is going to be brand new, but for kids, it's great. For adults, us nerds out there, I love these smaller ones. So we're going to make a little bit of a series out of this, guys. We'll go over all the upgrades you can get for it. I want to take a look at converting it to brushless, different battery sizes, different gearings. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff we can do with this little mini guy, and the price for it is extremely affordable. I purchased mine from helidirect, of course. That's where I get all the majority of my RC needs met. So let's pop the top off this, guys. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and we'll pull this open. Now, mine's already cut, and I have taken mine out of the package before just to kind of make the intro for this. So yours will be kind of bolted down with some zip ties. I believe they go right underneath here, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and just remove mine out and remove this little piece of cardboard. I mean, the packaging on it's fair. You know, it's not anything fancy. The out-of-boxing's pretty bland. You get your radio here, pretty standard car radio, if you will. It doesn't have really anything crazy as far as like advanced programming or anything. We will make a quick video following up though on how to set up everything, because there is some features that I did learn about, just as far as setting your braking and things like that, that if you're a newcomer, you may or may not understand or having some issues with. And then we'll go through with adjusting the trims and everything, getting the throttle feeling right. So pretty nice. You do have to throw in some batteries for these bad boys, okay? So it's not a rechargeable. Manual. I always advise everyone to read through it. If you're like me and you think you know everything, usually we just throw these out to the side. Cool thing is it does come with a just simple plug-and-play charger, guys. There's no rocket science here. One end goes into a USB, and then you plug in the battery when the light goes on or off. I think it indicates green for fully charged or something. So really nice. It is already, pre-adapted to the battery that's in there. So if you're going to buy additional battery packs that aren't the manufacturer brand, always take that in mind, right? Want to make sure you have the right connector. Get a couple of extras. So this is for different gearing, and we'll talk about the gearing here more in a couple of moments when we go over some of the features. And then I guess they give us a little bit of a tool here. I would assume probably mainly for the tires, I guess. I don't know. I guess we will find out. And that's really all that you get in the box. So let me kind of throw this in there. Like I said, guys, we'll talk about the radio and stuff here in some of the following videos. So let's throw this off to the side. And let's take a greater look in detail here at the features of the Speck-B. Okay, so we've got the Speck-B here, and honestly, guys, one of the coolest, surprisingly more robust little micro machines that they have out there. Like when I got this out of the box, I was really excited, you know, doing the throwing down test, and I mean it just the suspension on this is crazy. So let's talk about some of the features that you guys can expect that come with this, um, and just kind of going through the manual a little bit, you know. So one of the cool features of it is going to be all along the inside of the body, which we'll take this off here in a moment. But we're going to have our nice flat mounted servos in there, and then it provides you with a 20-degree angle kick-up as they classify it, which is going to give us just overall better rigidity, steering control. Um, I do believe that with things like the shock tower, I think we've got a diagram on that. Really nice, really robust, this part. And the cool thing is that it looks like on some of the other micro buggies they make out there, I think the shocks on some of them mount to the front side. So these ones are kind of done from behind mounting, which I would assume makes just for better overall crash resistance. Um, the shocks in general, I mean, it's so cool that technology has come this far, you guys. Like that it's that precise. But so you've got a nice amount on there now. It does specify on here that these are oil-filled shocks as well, and then you've got your little adjustment right up top. If you need to adjust those bad boys, you've got kind of the same setup in the back, major shock tower. Super cool. I really, really overall just enjoy the way that those little parts kind of come together. If this were a really large scale, it would be awesome, but it's just 10 times cooler that they can get it that small. So um, let's see what else we kind of got going on here. Let's throw up a quick diagram just right over here on the left of the overall dimensions, in case you guys are wondering what the actual size of this is comparison. It's going to be in inches, and you'll notice that there is that little bit of a different colored canopy. So this is sold in two different colors right now, and I do think there are some aftermarket canopies and stuff you can buy for them just to kind of pimp yours out and make it look cooler. I just kind of go with the basics right out of the box. One thing to kind of talk about on this is let's throw this up here as well, right in the corner. It's a warning. Um, I probably ran maybe about 20 different packs through this. I mean, the same pack, but 20 different times. I have not experienced any issues with overheating, electronical glitches, brownouts, or anything of that nature. But they do provide you with a warning that they want you to actually switch over to the 11 tooth gear. And it says to reduce the risk of it overheating with extended use. So I'm thinking if you're going pack after pack after pack, it might be something that you wanna play around with the gearing. With that being said, we did get the little gearing set, right, that comes with it, and there is a mixed variety of gearing ratios provided with this. So let's go ahead and let's put that up over here on the right. And if you look at this graph here, you can kind of put together the different combinations of gears that will then equal the different ratios, and they label them down as your slowest and your fastest. Okay, so we're going to get into a video on the gearing, and we'll talk more in depth about that when we get there. But just note, if you're getting this just right out of the box, I have had zero issues with mine, but do heed the air of caution when it does specify dropping the gearing down and making that alteration. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind, you guys. Anything else to go over before we take off the canopy? Let's go ahead. Let's take the canopy off here, guys, and we'll get a closer look at what's under the hood. So removing the canopy on this is actually pretty easy. They just got a little bit of a Velcro piece right here in the back. Velcro doesn't stick on there very well, so if you got to reinforce it, by all means do so. And then you just kind of slide the canopy right out of the front here. Set that over here off to the right. And here we go. We've got the innards, if you will. Let's take a look at all the details. The way they have this put together, you guys, is just fantastic. It makes me smile. Of course, out of the box, like I said, guys, later on we're going to be taking a look at doing a brushless conversion on here. There's an adjustable position in here where you can mount several different size motors, so you don't need to make any modifications, so it claims, in order to convert to brushless. We've got our ESC receiver right here. Simple, just on off. So far it works really well. I haven't had any issues. And then it's got you a little extended plug here for your beacon. It's kind of an aux port too, so I guess it could be utilized for other features if needed. I'm not too fancy into all the crazy stuff you guys do with your cars, so if there is other things that port's used for, feel free to comment down below and let me know. But everything fits in here really well. It's just all really compact. You actually have the enclosed, what do they call this? The differential casing, where you've got all the gearing. It's all enclosed, so really nice. Don't got to worry about it getting all dirty and muddied up. And then when you remove that, you can actually see where the pinion mounts and where you've got your adjustable position. The battery pack, something to talk about. You can fit different size battery packs in here. So there's a little stopper that you can adjust down here from this really nice all metal bottom plate too. I don't know if we looked at that earlier. So really cool feature. The battery, which I really like, is pretty cool. So you just got these little ears right here on the sides. Be really careful you don't tug on this wire. It kind of bugs me a little bit, but for convenience, it's really nice. But you just pull out your little ears here, and then this will just pull off to the side, and then boom, there we go. We've got access to our battery. You can remove it, charge it, do what you got to do. You can leave it. I just leave mine in the car, and I usually just plug in the charger right there, let it charge up and do its thing. Like I said, I haven't used any other battery packs in this one. I've only cycled through this one pack. So if the demand is there, we can always take a look at videos where we compare different battery packs if we need to. I'd be totally down to do that. But yeah, so this will just sit right back on there. Go ahead and throw your little tongue latches, boom, and there you go. Battery would be back in, or you're done charging, you can go out and cruise around. So that's really about it, guys. When it comes to a micro little RC buggy car like this, I think it's about as good as it gets. Now, I know there's other versions of this made by different manufacturers, right? There's always 17 of the exact same model out there, and there's a huge argument over which one's better due to this one small change. I don't really get too involved in all that, guys. At the end of the day, this one's made by the specific source, the manufacturer, as far as I know. And I've gotten them. I've used several of them. I've had zero issues or zero complaints. So because of that, I can go ahead and give this model a thumbs up. If you got kids, if you're an enthusiast yourself, go ahead and pick one up. Like I said, I usually purchase my products right from helidirect.com for both RC cars, helicopters, or just anything in general. So that'll be it for the out of the box, guys. In the videos to follow, we'll go over the radio setup. We'll take a look at how the performance is stock. We might swap that gearing out and see how that does. We'll take a look at converting it to brushless and any other crazy things you guys want to see these little Speck-Bs do. Maybe we'll make a whole challenge event or something out of it. Who knows? But thank you so much, guys, for following the channel. If you made it to the end, please feel free to comment, subscribe, make sure you share so others can learn and we can all enjoy this hobby together. So fly safe out there, my friends, in this event. Drive safe. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if Freddy can fly, so can you.